No code.
Warning, Neo detected. Warning, Neo detected.
ready to fire away. A digital breeze from cybernet seas. We may not make it out of the bay. Just unwind, it doesn't matter anyway. Try not to freeze or throw away the keys. The predator is now the prey. Things could be different. Things could be alright. Things could be innocent when dark becomes light. We're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The revo's in 4K. When dark becomes light, we're online, ready to fire away. Powered by a dream, connected to a screen. The revo's in 4K. To a screen, the revo's in 4K.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to week number 5 of ACF1. Tonight we head to the Baku street circuit. I'm Adam EV500. Joining me finally back again in the commentary booth tonight is James Williamson. James, it's not a close title fight right now, but Cody Lawrence been very quick. But you look up and down the order, you see Kieran Fox there, P2 in the standings. He's had a couple of exciting races.
Yeah, Kieran Fox has done very well, but as you said, unfortunately, Cody Lawrence is just doing Cody Lawrence things, and don't know what can stop him. Maybe an internet outage. Maybe we can start DDoSing before races. I don't know. Is anything we can do to just sort of jazz up this title fight? But yeah, I'm back. I haven't been here since week 1, and apparently not a lot has changed. Cody Lawrence has won every race, and I'm sure you've enjoyed every second of it without me.
It's been quite lovely. It's been simply lovely, as Max Verstappen would say. And we're just getting to the end of practice here. Charles Bertram, who used to be a full-timer, has cut back from Apollo Racing Club, but joins in every now and again. He's actually currently quickest on the leaderboard right now, a 137.118. So he is pretty cool. He is quick on here, but Cody Lawrence, if there's anything about him, he finds a way to get by.
Yeah, it's the consistency usually with Cody that beats people out in the long run. I mean, like I said, Charles is very fast, and hopefully you can give him a good fight tonight, but it's whether he can be that consistent force and do it lap after lap and not make any mistakes. It's like I said, it's a street circuit. It's quite wide for a street circuit, except for the castle section, but, mistakes are punished very heavily in these kind of places, so just minimizing those mistakes throughout the field is important. Keep it clean, you'll probably have a very good finish today.
So the Baku Street Circuit, obviously Formula One goes there. Probably one of my favorite tracks on the calendar, just because of its unique nature. Like you said, it's pretty wide except for one part of the track, and I think that's what makes this track really unique. It's fast, it's quick. You have one of the longer straights on the Formula One calendar besides Spa. This is a 3.7 mile street circuit, so it's fast, but it's not as crazy as like Jeddah. You don't have you have blind corners, but it's not scary blind corners like you would see in Jeddah.
Well, no, I mean Jeddah's notorious for being a case of you can have FIA Grade 1 ratings if you have enough money, but it's Baku it's quite a flowy track. You really just get into that rhythm, and like I said, there's some very long straights that really let you stretch the legs. I don't think it is the longest straight anymore. It used to be the longest straight in F1, but I think Jeddah technically has the longest one on that now as well. But yeah, I mean it's going to be a very interesting race. Obviously, DRS are going to be key. That they drag down to turn 1 with the DRS. You're going to see a lot of switching of positions, and almost if you are in a close battle going into those final laps, you want to be behind the car.
So
you don't want to be that leading car in that going down that drag on that final time. But that's for an hour or so from now. First of all, we've got this qualifying 14 minutes, Adam.
14 minutes.
Will Charles Bertrand turn his practice pace into pole position? Give Cody something to think about.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Again, Cody has been very consistent. He's been very good all season long. As we have 21 cars tonight, so that's why there's a little bit of lag on our end, just the amount of cars. Danny Hernandez is going to be out there first. Last week, people, you had Cody Lawrence and some people saying, "Hey, Danny Hernandez has got some pace," and he had some really good pace last week. Just could not get that job done. He ended up finishing third last week after being one of the faster cars out there. So an unfortunate evening from him at Mugello last week, but he's out here again. This is the type of circuit where we're going to see the trains form out. We're going to probably see another good battle as we've seen all season long, from second to fifth, sixth sometimes. So DRS gonna be the key here. Also in qualifying, it's an open qualifying session, so you're not on your own. So you want to create a gap, but also at the same time, that guy in front of you, if he can give you a nice DRS slipstream, I mean, think of the amount of time you can just gain in a DRS slipstream.
Yeah, but like 2 or 3 got a bit of battling here. People trying to make spaces, other people trying to just get on with it. So people there get mixed up, but I think Damien Hall is not Damien Hall. Danny Hernandez is going to be our first man over the line to set a lap. So let's see how he goes, Adam. He's in through turn 1 at the moment. Oh, keeps that using all the track. That's another thing we're going to have to see today. You have to use every inch of this track.
Yep.
And he is using every inch at the moment.
He He's got to. And it's one of those things. You got to get close to these walls. If you're not comfortable with being this close to a wall, you are going to struggle here. And I will say, I'm one of those people. I don't like street circuits. I find them to be very difficult to kind of get your head around. Hey, I got to get close to this wall as much as I can, because I'm always afraid I'm going to rip my front wing. I'm going to hurt something on the car getting that close. As Danny Hernandez now making his way through the technical part of the track. Again, not very wide through this sector as we now come into the castle sector. Does not pull the Charles Leclerc and gets through, but a little bumpy through there. He kind of threw it in there, James.
Yeah, like I say, you have to throw it in every corner, use every inch of that track to get a lap time around here. So he's doing what he can to set a nice first lap, using all that curb, just absolutely riding it right on the outside. It's got one real corner left, and he's overcooked it, but he's managed to just keep it under control. But that's a massive time loss. It's going to eat him all the way down this straight now.
Yep.
But at least he's going to probably get a time on the board. Oh yeah, it's going to hurt massively. You want a really good exit out of that corner because it just carries all the way down the straight. A bad exit there, and it's just going to absolutely eat your time all the way down the straight. Let's see if Danny Hernandez goes straight for another lap, or if he's going to pull over at this point. And looks like he might be going straight for another one. Let's see.
139.8. So yeah, he lost a bit of time through there. Newcomer for tonight, is it Itozo?
Oh man, I was hoping you were going to know because I've been looking at that name. And I'm just going to call him Andy. Sorry, it's just Andy because that's his first name. So.
All right. So
I'd rather not butcher his second name all night. It's not as bad as when we found out JD Ahmad was actually called Shadi.
Well, Cody
Lawrence
goes quickest, a 138. Tree T coming through now will cross the line, goes 7th quick, a 141.1. Boom 32, lap does not count, remains 21st. Damian Hall down to 3rd quick here.
Charles Bertrand.
Does Charles Bertrand go quick?
He's on quickest by half a second as well. I was about to say Cody Lawrence had over a second on most of the people. But Shane Moriarty's popped it into 3rd. He's only 2 tenths behind Cody Lawrence.
Oh, it's got to
so Adam. I'll say Adam first blood then to Charles Bertrand.
Yep, he's through first blood here. It's Kieran Fox across the line, 4th quick, a 138.6. So good lap from him. Trying to remain second in the championship here. Let's go to yard meet.
Yeah. I mean, that's another thing. You want to get that good lap in early because you've got obviously Charles, Cody, Sean, Kieran Fox now can really push those 2nd and 3rd attempts because they know they have a banker in, which is what also is going to hurt Danny Hernandez. He just needs to put a good lap on the board, and then he'll probably get one more run after that to maybe have a proper throw it in and see what happens kind of lap, and see if you can get any time from that.
One of the things about this track, the incredibly long outlap, and you got to go now.
Yeah, you're going to get 3 attempts, I would say, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of 2-minute outlap. Obviously, with the way this game works, is you can pretty much stop on the line and escape and go straight back out. So it's a bit easier than real life. You see Estrada cook it.
Into the wall he went, so that lap won't count. But Legs, who just went by him last week, really had to play the strategy game. Unfortunately, just did not pan out for him in the end. Could not find that podium spot last week. He was... Where's Legs at here on the stand?
He's 6th at the moment. Oh, you're on about championship?
Championship.
Not sure on that.
There he is, 5th quick. He's 5th right now. Yeah, he had 12. He got picked up 12 points last week, so he finished 4th. He was in the podiums spot the entire time, and Danny Hernandez was able to get by him on a faster tire. So
yeah, we've seen that a lot this year with this package they're using. It is giving a bit of options with strategy and trying different stuff. To obviously some people's benefit and detriment, but it does keep it interesting. It's not a one size fits all strategy. people are willing to try stuff.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of two stops.
Yeah, and it's paying off as well. That's the thing. It's not just like two stop for the sake of it. It's a legitimate strategy that pays off later on. Cody and Charles are both on laps at the moment, but Cody doesn't seem to be improving much. Charles went purple first sector, but had a bad middle sector.
Legs, a lot of wheel spin coming down the hill before we get into the big long straight here at Baku. Right now he is up in sector 1, down sector 2. Hopefully he found a little bit of time, but that wheel spin probably really hurt him.
Yeah, I mean, it really, traction is everything. You just don't want any moment of broken traction. It just hurts you. Obviously, it helps that it wasn't on the main straight where this happened. He got up to 7th, so it was a slight improvement.
Well, let's go to Charles Bertram here, who's on the pole right now. Cody Lawrence 7/10 away from Bertram. Ooh, Bertram smacked the wall. So he is resetting his car and back out he goes. And look how quick he was on that. He is wasting no time because now we only have 5.5 minutes left. So you have to get around the track. Then
yeah,
this is really this is the banker.
This is it. It's if you're out now and not on a lap. Also, sorry, if you're out on a lap and this is it. Because once you're doing your out lap and doing the lap, unless you're going to have enough of your 2 laps, you ain't gonna have time to reset and do another out lap after this. Yeah. So 5 minutes left, and we're gonna have people putting all the chips on the table now, Adam. See where they end up.
Yeah, if you're on a lap now, this doesn't have to be your banker lap, but you need to abort it, and probably go back and get yourself going. But this is the banker time.
Yeah, I'd say you need at least 2 minutes on the clock just to give yourself enough space and time to get out of the pits and get around the lap.
Yeah. Because once you're back up, the out lap takes so long, but when you're on an actual lap, it's about an average lap time here in Baku. But the out lap just seems like it takes a little bit of time for the car to really get into the momentum of the course and find that speed.
Yeah, I mean that, and generally you want to go around without bashing the wall, so it just all takes time off. You know what you would do if you're just flying away, but just saw Gabriel Estrada there. He's improved. He's up to 17th, so there's movement all over the board at the moment, Adam.
Yep, let's see if we actually have things working out. We do. That's awesome. So that is the times right now. Charles Bertram at 137.2, Cody Lawrence at 138.0. He is just starting a lap.
Yeah, William Neron just improved his best lap. He's up to 9th at the moment, just ahead of Matt Chevrolet. So everyone now, pretty much, like I say, Adam, they're pretty much on the final runs now.
Fox goes second quick at 138.004. Can Cody Lawrence squeeze any more time out of this? He does improve in Sector 2, but he needs a purple Sector 3 to get by Fox. That's where Fox found
that
the
was
time.
A really good lap. That was a really good lap by Fox. There where they got a bit of a tow, but 2 green sectors and a purple. It's P2 at the moment. Cody Lawrence, though, coming across the line now.
He improves.
And he regains that. Yeah, he regains that P2 just, but he's back in P2. But Kieran Fox is giving Cody and Charles something to think about in the race. You know, that kind of pace.
Yep.
You can keep that up.
Charles messed up his lap.
Yeah, he slapped the wall, and again, he's very quick on the draw and the getting out of it and going back out. This would be should have enough time to get round 2:30 on the clock, but that will be it. He needs to do his lap now. But Sean Moriarty, he's coming around into the final turn. He's on the long straight now. See if he can improve. He's green sector 2. So this looks like improve. He needs to gain 3/10 to catch, go above Kieran Fox. We'll see if he can do that, Adam. He's going down the final straight now. It's not a lot he can do. He just hold that throttle down and trying to scrub as little speed off as possible on the little turn section. But he's improved, but he's not gone faster than Kieran Fox, so he stays P4.
Damian Hall on an out lap, so he.
Yep, and everyone knows they need to make. This is it now. We need to. Charles Bertrand slap the wall, so I guess that'll be it for him.
Yep. So he will remain with that 137.2 if Cody Lawrence can find the lap. If he can find.
He's out. He's out on the track, so he's going to have one more lap.
Yep. As we watch Boom 32, newcomer to Apollo ARC ACF1. So he's a 138.6. He's only a few hundredths away from Damian Hall right now, sitting in P5.
He certainly is. Damian Hall obviously is another one. He's coming up to start lap as well, so we'll see if Boom 32 can get ahead of him and then see what Damian Hall can do in response. But at the moment, Boom 32 didn't have a great first sector. Middle sector, we'll see how that breaks out in terms of improvement, but got a bit of work to do here, Boom 32, if he wants to try and move up the standings in these final crucial runs.
Down sector 1. And he smacked the wall.
He did, and I don't know how the track limits work here, but he put all that corner.
Yeah, so he will be done. That lap is all said and done for.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
And Damian Hall starting his lap.
Yeah, this is it. He's starting his lap, see if he can improve. Cody Lawrence, of course. Can he snatch pole?
Oh, a little slow through the exit of that corner. You could hear him kind of hesitate on the throttle.
Yeah, he had to hold back a bit. And really, when you're looking at pole time, you can't hold back at any corner. Everything needs to be as perfect as possible.
Yep, down sector 1.
Yeah, we'll see if he continues this lap. He might know it's a lost cause, but he's going through the castle section now. That looked very neat and tidy. Carrying the speed well through this sector 2. See if he can make any improvement. He needs to gain over half a second though on his best time if he wants to take Charles Bertrand's pole. So I don't know where he's going to find that time. We'll see what the sector 2 time is. Surely he's going to throw everything into that. Keeps it off the wall, which we've seen a lot of people not do in this qualifying session. He's up in his sector 2. But is it going to be enough, Adam? He's on to the final straight now. There's not much he can do. Maybe he would have pushed it out of toe. That could have helped him. Like I say, he needs to minimise the turning angle on those corners, trying to scrub off as little speed as possible. Now it's just a straight run down to the line. It might be an improvement, but is it enough improvement to get the pole? Cody Lawrence crosses the line.
Nope, only gained 10th.
Yeah, he was not enough to catch Charles Bertrand there. So Cody Lawrence is going to start P2 by the looks of it. Damian Hall.
He didn't improve.
No, it didn't improve. Legs is not improved.
Danny Hernandez right now down in sectors 1 and 2.
Yeah. He doesn't need to gain much in sector 3 though to maybe get above Legs. We'll see what he can do as he crosses the line.
Nothing.
No.
And that's it. I think that's everybody. We got William Neron still. And he will cross the line here, and he does improve, but does not gain position. So,
0.046 behind Ryan early night, so he could have maybe nicked a spot there.
Well, this is our pole sitter tonight. It's Charles Bertram, 137.2. Cody Lawrence in second. Kieran Fox third. Sam Moriarty in fourth. Damian Hall fifth. Boom 32 in sixth. Legs in seventh. Danny Hernandez in eighth. Ryan Earl, Ryan Earl in ninth. And William Neron in 10th. The top 10 right there. So that's actually a pretty competitive top 10 if you've been following along pretty much all season. This is gonna be an interesting race, James.
Oh, it certainly is, Adam. 26 laps. We have to wonder, is Charles Bertrand going to be able to hang on and keep his cool under the pressure of Cody Lawrence? And like I said, Adam, it's the DRS, once that's activated, that's going to make a lot of switching in that midfield down that main straight. So we'll see some exciting action, I'm sure, throughout the field. And who knows? I think the main thing is everyone just needs to try and keep their heads on that first lap. We've seen a lot of crazy juice at times in this series on those first laps. And Baku is certainly a track where it's capable of causing a massive stack up. So let's see if they get through that first lap.
You look outside at the top 10, you have Matt Chevery in 11th, Grant Warley, Elegance, Michael Locke, Andy,
Andy.
Andy. All right. We're
Yeah.
going with Andy.
Yeah, sorry, Andy.
Froley, Gabriel Estrada, Treaty, Nick LeBennett in 19th, newcomer. Tyler Sines in 20th. Angela and Yardmeet in 21st and 22nd. So 22 cars tonight, James. And that's going to make, I think, probably this race a little bit tougher for the leaders just because of lap traffic. Eventually at some point in this one. So,
yeah. I mean, the only thing with lap traffic is it's quite a long lap. So it does take a while to get there. But here we go, Adam.
Which angle do we like here? Do we like this one or do we like that one?
I'd say the higher one. Higher one.
All
That's
right.
This one.
All right. So this countdown is on. 30 seconds to go here before lights out, and we are racing around Baku. So I think we're going to be in for a good, decent one here. I think Cody Lawrence and Charles Bertram's race pace might be a little bit closer to each other than what we saw in qualifying. So you gotta remember, qualifying low fuel mode. You can throw it in the corners. You got to throw it in the corners. Race time. Here we go. 6 lights will go on, and 6 lights will go out, and away we go. 26 laps around the Baku street circuits. Wow, look at how many people are trying. Oh, we have a huge crash.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Rhino, Grant, Angela.
Looks like I think everybody made it through, but we got to keep our eyes
Most
on everything.
people, yeah. It's more. Oh dear, that's not a great camera angle. It's actually in turn 2. Nicolot, Grant really got involved, I think.
There's so much happening, but we're keeping our eyes on everything, making sure no safeguard
There's
needs to be
so much
deployed.
going on.
Oh man. So right now we still got Charles Bertram up in the lead here, followed by Cody Lawrence, and we'll get our lineup here fixed.
There we go. Yeah, Charles Bertrand leads the way. Cody Lawrence probably quite happy just to sit within that 1 second range, and then once DRS is open, you can maybe think about attacking, but very sensible driving at the moment, which is what you expect from sort of Charles and Cody. No point squabbling too hard over lap 1, getting behind like Kieran Fox or Saul Moriarty. So those two can try and pull away and then battle it out. But the front, it's been pretty clean, Adam. It's just unfortunately down the midfield we had a bit of accident, and someone hit the wall.
That was Michael Locke hitting the wall as they're coming in to turn number 18.
He certainly had an adventurous first lap as Michael Locke, so I think it might be a trip to the pits for him.
Oh, we're seeing some action here. Woo! Here we go. Oh, this just got absolutely insane, just like right away off the bat here. We're in the slipstream here. Everybody trying to defend down the front straight. And
there's no DRS at the moment, and it's still 3 wide.
3 wide down the front straight. Oh. That's Ryan Earl trying to go 2 for 1. Elegance going to swing wide. Oh, bumps into Boom 32. Boom 32 having to take an evasive action. Not going to the wall there. But Ryan Earl going for the 2 for 1, and he got it done.
He certainly did at the expense of Boom 32 there. Was it Michael Locke who got a bit too happy on the throttle and went into him?
Yep. It was a little too much throttle. No, that was Elegance actually.
Elegance. Sorry, Mike.
Swung the rear end wide and totally just lost control of the car. So, but back out in front here, we got a battle for the lead. It's Charles Bertram, Cody Lawrence here, this time by DRS enabled, James, and this is when the fun starts to really begin.
Yeah, it does. I mean, Charles is probably trying everything, trying to get that 1 second gap, because it's going to keep Cody in there, and then once we get to the main straight, it's very hard to defend, unfortunately, if you're the leading car with the DRS. But further down Damien Hall in the 7th, not any issues yet. We were just talking earlier off stream that was his curse.
Yep. He is still unlucky, and you look at his results. He did not start the first race. Picked up 2 points, so he was ninth place. Picked up 12 points in Suzuka, so finished fourth. That's been his best finish of the season. And last week collected 10 points, so finished fifth. So he is just he's not having a good time right now, and he's been starting up front and just been falling back, having the recovery. It's not been not a season again.
Certainly hasn't been. Like I said, the pace is there. The luck certainly isn't, and DRS is enabled. And Cody Lawrence, we'll see if he actually attacks Charles Bertrand now. Is he just quite happy to sit behind him, or he's actually got enough pace to get past him? You know, Charles Bertrand's doing very well early laps. He's actually pulling more gap and nearly breaking that 1 second toe. If he does that into the final sector, he'll be very happy with that, because that will always keep the car behind really close, even if you're 9/10 ahead. It's just going to pull them back in.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Damien Hall, Danny Hernandez, Legs, and William Neron very in a lovely train here. So we'll see how spicy that gets down this front straight. We're going to have a bit of a DRS train potentially here with three or four cars.
Yep. So you have Damien Hall is this kind of the sandwich of this 3-car battle. Oh, and he smacks the wall.
Oof. It's so easy to do, as we've seen today. Clip too much of that inside curve and it just shoots it over there.
Well, there goes my entire talking point of what was going to probably happen there. Well, William Neron, though, within DRS range, after just watching Damien Hall just smack the wall and do some damage to his car. DRS wide open here for William, and coming down the front straight. He is getting closer here, but obviously too far back to make a move. Cody Lawrence still sticking with Charles Bertram here. But here's the thing about Cody Lawrence. He's going to preserve those tires because he wants to try and outlast Charles in this stint and potentially overcut here. Not undercut, overcut. Because he wants to go about, if he can make like a lap or more than Charles can. Because Charles will take these tires till they're dead. Same with Cody. I mean, we've seen that over and over again between these two. They will take them until they are 0%. So.
Yeah. And I think the dog agrees there, Adam.
Yep. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes animals cannot be controlled when a bunny rabbit or a squirrel is outside. So.
We've got the pit reporter on that one, Adam. See what's happening in your front yard.
Yeah, gotta find out what's going on.
Cody Lawrence, though, he is keeping in that DRS. So I noticed last time, I said with the DRS, he got within 0.4 by the line. It's not enough to pass, but it just keeps him in tow. Charles seems to be faster through sectors 1 and 2, especially sector 2. You know, he can almost break the DRS, but he hasn't quite managed to. And then obviously Cody just pulls it back in down this long front straight. But the battle behind, Kieran Fox, he's got 3 seconds on Sean Moriarty. Those two we've seen in their own little world, you know, at the moment. They just need to keep it straight.
Legs is chasing down Moriarty now, and he's going to have DRS here. They come down the second long straight of the Baku street circuit. Yeah, not enough room to make a pass, though.
Certainly not, and whoever decided where those camera positions were didn't think about trees. But hey, you know, fun to look at a tree.
Fun. I mean, oh, that's just a static camera. Oh my lord. Well,
to go to a cockpit cam. Anyway, like this battling Sean Moriarty. The thing is, if these two battle too hard, it could bring Danny Hernandez and Damien Hall back into it.
No,
I've seen Adam. It's very easy. You know, he squabble through corners, and also that 2 second gap is 0.2.
Here's the one thing about Legs. Legs is very calm in the car, and he is not going to allow that battle. You know, he's going to race. You know, he's going to stick with him with Sean Moriarty, but he's going to keep Danny Hernandez at this healthy gap at this point. Once he's in this groove, he's very consistent overall. And you've actually, over the last pretty much the course of the season, you've seen that he's been consistent. He's been in the top 5 consistently now, in battling for
Cody Lawrence has got past. Sorry, Cody Lawrence has got past Charles Bertrand.
Oh,
Looks like it was into turn 1.
well,
Charles might have a chance of coming back there. He's going to have DRS down this straight. You can already see he's maybe looking for that inside move. Cody Lawrence has already covered that off, though. Charles Bertrand using everything he can to get around the outside. Has he managed it?
Yes, he has. He's wrestled away the position.
Well, Charles is a very brave move by Charles, but at the end of the day, if you're going to do that with anyone, Cody Lawrence is certainly someone you trust to not hip check you into that wall. And so Cody Lawrence led for a brief second, which is, usual status quo. But Charles Bertrand has regained that lead. But like I said, the squabble through a few corners, and now Kieran Fox is getting on the back of that. Can he get into the DRS range, and then he might be able to just keep on this train, and these three might keep pulling away.
I was about to say that. I was like, Kieran Fox is back there, and you see him, but now look at him. He's already dropped T10s to these guys. These guys are absolutely flying right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is, like I say, it's the squabbling. On pure pace, Kieran Fox is doing very well, but he's not on Charles Bertrand's and Cody Lawrence's pure pace. So he needs these two to keep squabbling, because it's going to keep him in that mix, and then something might happen, or he might get an opportunistic move, and that's going to be his best chance. William Neron now in P8, catching up to Damien Hall. He's going to have the DRS down here, and he's in a very close thing. He just needs a good exit out of that turn, and he'll carry it all the way down the straight. It looks like he's had a very good exit there. He's already gaining a bit of time on Damien Hall. In front is William Neron, but once that DRS kicks in, it might just be enough to get him by in turn 1. We'll see what kind of defence Damien Hall throws up when we get there. So William Neron now, is he going to pull in close enough? He hasn't.
Not yet.
DRS isn't doing as much, but he almost clipped that barrier, but it just kept off. Danny Hernandez has got past Legs in front, so I'm not sure what happened to Legs there. Or was Legs chasing down Danny Hernandez? I can't remember.
They're kind of chasing down each other at this point, but
Legs is
back in. Oh!
William Neron, oh dear. And then William Neron behind, he was looking, and I think there's a lot going on, Adam. There's a lot going on. I think William Neron had a chance to go around Damien Hall there, but Damien Hall either held on or Neron felt better of it. But there's two moves going on at the same time. They kind of see it in the background. So there's a good amount of action going on, like for the top positions and the midfield. We're only 6 laps in, Adam. It feels like we've done 20. It's been really intense action so far.
Yeah, these guys
see if these guys settle down. I assume the soft runners are going to get close to pit stop time.
I was going to say
medium runners, probably another 10 laps. They'll be open.
See, that's the worst part about the bad part about this circuit is how high the tire wear is, just because of how much you are going to be using those front tires. You utilize the right side of the car in turns 1 and 2, and then you get through the technical part. You're using both tires.
It's the rears. It's the rears as well. Because there's some horrible traction zones here, so you need to avoid the spin. I think Legs is going to be the first one to pit for actual tires rather than damage. Someone else followed him in there, so we've got Legs and Damien Hall in the pits. They're the first two to pull the trigger in terms of actual scheduled pit stops. We've obviously had a few people in the pits for incidents earlier on in the race. Charles Bertrand, though, Cody Lawrence, these two continue to hunt each other down for the lead. As I said, Kieran Fox, he did catch up when these two were fighting, but he's dropped back to 2 seconds now. Stay in the lane, as they say. Kieran Fox has got an easy podium at the moment if he just keeps it looking straight.
Yep. And that's the kind of guy he's going to be right now. He's going to watch this fight happen. As these two crash, he'll inherit the lead. So he's just...
Yep.
He's content right now where he's at, because he's right now in the championship in front by 3 points over Danny Hernandez. So he's in front of Danny Hernandez by quite a few spots at this point. So he is happy.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he is. Like I said, the whole key to this race is keep it off the wall, and just be consistent and you'll get a good finish. And Kieran Fox will know what his pace is, and you just run that nice pace that you're comfortable with, and just get the job done. You can push too hard, and it just goes south very easily. Cody Lawrence though has dropped out of a second gap now. The Charles Bertrand has got what he wanted. Further back, Sean Moriarty. I believe he's fighting Damien Hall in legs. When it comes to pit stops, Kieran Fox decides to pit.
Yep, so Moriarty will now take that third spot. He's on the medium tires, so he is not going to pit for at least another 5 laps, probably. Which, this is going to be a
I'd
2-stop
imagine.
race.
Possibly. I assume some people might try and stretch it and just try a 1-stop, but
Well, you
maybe
can't
2-stop.
pit now if you're doing a one-stop.
Maybe medium soft or soft medium soft. But just think about that. Sean Moriarty, he's obviously on the medium. Like Kieran Fox is on the soft, so later on in the race, it might come back to Sean Moriarty, and Kieran Fox might have to do a bit of defending for that last podium spot.
Oh, he's gone off.
Well, that's going to help. Has he managed to... I don't think he's lost any actual ground on the track.
No,
But he's lost time now.
yeah. He's lost time. He's on the medium tire, too.
Yeah. So that might put Sean Moriarty ahead of him when he does pit, because he's probably lost 5 or 6 seconds there. He had about 3 or 4 second gap on the actual pit stop. Don't know how hard he actually attacked pit lane. There's those little things happen, or it didn't matter. You can gain quite a lot of time if you're good at attacking that pit limiter line. But Kieran Fox, I say, you don't need to make any mistakes, and he's made one. But Sean Moriarty, I think, had a slam with the wall as well, so everyone's making mistakes. Charles Bertrand's pitting now. Cody Lawrence has continued on for another lap. It feels a bit early for Charles, but I guess we'll see what he's trying to do. I think he's committed to... He's on the softs, so...
Yeah, the seat.
So he's basically, I'd say, committing to 2 stops here now, and he's come out into a bit of traffic. He needs to try and clear that. Looks like he's managed it. That's an important thing. He didn't want to get stuck behind fourth place Mr. Elegance and Danny Hernandez. That would have just cost him time. He just needs to now. He's got a nice bit of a gap because of that. Just needs to pound some laps in. See what Cody Lawrence does. He's probably going to go a lot longer. As I say, Cody Lawrence is someone who can conserve those tyres, but we'll see what his strategy he thinks is going to be best.
He's going to probably one-stop this, because if you can one-stop this circuit, it's going to be quicker.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, we're on lap 10. We got 17 laps remaining. If you can take that hit the tire he's on now for quite a while, he'll be happy.
Well, we've seen people on the softs go 9-10 laps, so he only needs to go a few more laps on these mediums, which should cover the distance easily. And then he can take those soft tyres to the end. But again, Adam, we're seeing a different strategy potentially in play here. 1-stop v 2-stop. See which one works out the best. I think with the pace of Charles Bertrand and Cody Lawrence, you want to spend as little time in the pits as possible, so you wouldn't want to go 1-stop if you could do it, because you ain't going to be able to gain 30 seconds. Or, I think it's about 30 seconds pit loss by the extra stop and the freshness of the tyres. But this is working out alright for Charles. He keeps coming, he's not coming out behind people. He's going into space, so he's allowed to just attack the track as hard as he can. See what he can do in relation to Cody Lawrence. But further back, Kieran Fox is putting in some good laps now, but John Moriarty has come out ahead of him by about a second, so those two will be battling now for potentially a 3rd place. But it's all going to come down to pit strategy at the end of the day. As we're seeing, that final podium spot might not be as dead cert as it looked at one point. If someone tries a different strategy, maybe only does 1 stop. they might nick it. But at the moment, Kieran Fox trying to catch up to Sean Moriarty. Again, that mistake by Kieran Fox on his outlap after his pit stop is putting behind Moriarty, and he needs to get around him again.
Well, you look at the gap now, it's only 1.2 seconds, and Fox is on the better tire. Moriarty's on the better tire, but Fox is not going to last longer on that tire.
Yeah, the thing is also, Moriarty's on an outlap, I believe, so he's gonna. This is basically Fox's best chance this lap before his tyres are fully up to speed, and then, like I said, the difference in tyre will probably allow Sean Moriarty to slowly pull away with the advanced grip he'll have in the early part of the lap. Charles Bertrand though puts up the fastest lap. He's trying to basically get as much time as possible on Cody Lawrence at the moment. Someone smacked the wall there.
That was Estrada.
He's the last car running at the moment. He's not had the best of days, but he kept out of the way of Moriarty and Fox so they can continue on. Further back, obviously the battle was happening with Damien Hall, Legs and Boom 32, but that seems to spread out a bit after the pit stops.
Fox 1.0 seconds behind, so he's right at that DRS range, but he's got to find at least a tenth to get inside.
Yeah, he can always taste it, but like I say, he's not quite there, and he really needs to get there because it can just pull him along, even if he can't get past. The amount of DRS down that front straight should just keep him in touching distance, but look at that, he's lost another 3 tenths just through the castle section. Maybe the tyre difference is paying off now.
Well, the tyre difference will pay off in the.
It'll come back to Kieran Fox once the tyres burn off a bit on those softs, but
in about 3 laps.
Potentially, yeah.
Those soft tires, they don't last long.
No, you feel like a Superman for a few laps, and then you feel like Superman with a bunch of kryptonite on him after that. So, speaking of making the most of the tyres, look, Charles Bertrand's just putting in fastest lap after fastest lap. Only 12 seconds behind Cody Lawrence now. But Cody Lawrence needs to be fixated on a 1-stop. Charles Bertrand's committed to the 2-stop, so basically they're racing to that pit stop at the moment. Let's see if Charles can keep it close.
Just looking through the field here, Sean Moriarty, half a second back on Danny Hernandez. Danny Hernandez has not pitted yet, so he is going to be looking at making a pit stop here soon. He's got to be at this point.
I'd imagine so, but again, it's probably another one he's trying to 1-stop it, which is potentially going to pay off for him. If he can hold these 2 up and not let them pass, he'll pit, and he's not losing any time. And if he plays his cards right, he might be able to force Sean Moriarty or Kieran Fox into a mistake from an overzealous overtaking attempt. But at the moment, Sean Moriarty has so much extra grip out of that corner. I think he's maybe going to get the move. No, he's got chopped off there. It'd be a very brave move if he tries to stick it down the inside there. I don't think I've ever seen anyone manage that in any formula that's raced here.
Yep. This is joined the fight here.
Oh yeah, this has helped Kieran Fox, but Danny Hernandez, like he got a compromised line out of that turn.
Oh.
And he's got the worst time. He's just absolutely brushed the wall.
Brushed the wall. He smacked the wall.
Yeah, so Kieran Fox is maybe going to get 2 for 1 here.
Oh, Sean Moriarty, 3-second violation for DRS. Oh, and oh my lord, they're 3 wide.
Oh, 3 wide. 3 wide. I don't think Danny Hernandez is going to back out here. Kieran Fox. Oh no, yeah, no one backed out. And Sean Moriarty's ended up P3. But he's got that 3-second penalty now. Yeah, Danny Hernandez. Danny Hernandez did all he could to defend, but new tyres v old tyres. There's only going to be one winner in the end.
That's a highlight reel clip right there. That was beautiful navigation from all 3 drivers. Yeah, except for the little issue
It got
there.
it got a
turn
bit
one.
clumsy into one. It got a bit clumsy in one, but they sort of fixed it by two.
Yep.
And like I said, this is out. Kieran Fox has definitely been helped out here. He's on the back of Sean Moriarty now. He might get the DRS down the front straight next lap. But with that 3-second violation, it's just going to help Kieran Fox in the long run. You know, you can think he doesn't need to instantly get past. He's got that penalty to work with. He just needs to be within 3 seconds. As long as he doesn't pick up a penalty himself.
Charles
But
Bertram
this
has
is
closed the gap to 5 seconds, FYI. So we'll keep our eyes
Yep.
on that. We'll see what Cody Lawrence will do here, if he will pit before or after Bertram. Because right now, if he pits, he could potentially undercut Charles Bertram, but he has to pit at the right time to make sure he has tires at the end of the race.
Yeah, I think Cody needs to not worry too much about what Charles is doing and just stick to whatever lap he thought was the best lap to come in, because there's no point pitting early now and then trying to stretch out a set of softs for longer than needs to be. He's only nearly in the 10 laps to go range. I think he's going to be in probably lap 16, 17 if you can get that far. So he's only using 9-10 laps on the softs, which I think is sort of the upper limit. Looking at that first set of pit stops and with his tyre strategy, Damien Hall's making a pit stop now. I think that's his second one of the race.
So a 2-stop for Damian Hall after starting where? He started in the top 5 again this week. He's running 11th in the pits. He came in pretty much at what, 8th?
Yeah, he was 7th or 8th before the pit stop, so obviously with the jumbled upness of the strategies, we'll see where he ends up, but he's got fresh tyres to the end now. So I don't think he's going to be pitting again without some kind of incident. But Kieran Fox, John Moriarty, this is the battle at the moment, Adam, for the final podium spot potentially.
Well, we got to keep our eyes on for the lead here, because look at the gap now, 1.3 seconds. Charles Bertram's pushing.
Yeah. He is, and like I said, the thing is, Cody doesn't need to get baited into pitting too early and having a compromise strategy at the end. You know, these two, Charles has got to pit again. Cody knows that. He just needs to be pretty much, within a second or just ahead of him when he pits. And then those two can duke it out to the end. But I don't think he's going to have much of an answer for Charles Bertram when he gets there, because he has been hitting some incredible lap times, 139s. No one else is even close to that at the moment.
Gotta wonder about the tires, though, on Charles's car. They definitely have had to be taking a beating a little bit.
Yeah, 6 laps into this run on his soft tyres. I mean, he's still obviously got a lot more pace than Cody. He's looking. Oh man, he's brave one down there. Cody Lawrence thought better of him, just let him have the spot.
Yep. Cody Lawrence. You can see that his front end just wobbling a lot into the braking zone before the castle section. So
and all those tyres are struggling. You can see Cody's tyres are struggling. Weirdly, Charles still seem in tip-top shape, and he's absolutely been pounding the track for the last 6 laps.
Yeah, Cody's going to probably have to consider pitting here this lap, actually, to
It's
stop
getting
the
close
bleeding.
to the time. Yeah, it's getting close to the time. Well, he's only a second behind, and then if he pits and comes out without any traffic around him, he'll have the advantage. Then he can put the laps in when he needs to, and then then Charles will pit again, and then we'll see who's come out the bones. There we go. Cody Lawrence is heading towards pit lane right now.
Yep. So he'll go to the soft now, because as Charles is showing here, because Charles right now he can't pit. I don't think.
No, he'll pit. He'll have to pit the next lap, I would imagine. Otherwise, Cody's going to have too much of an advantage for 2 laps.
Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't come out behind squabbling traffic.
Let's go back up here for the battle. For 3rd place, it's going to be Kieran Fox and Sean Moriarty. Kieran Fox with the DRS, trying to make the move around the outside. locks up the brakes
He
there.
tried. Yeah, it was a brave move. Cody Lawrence is right behind this as well. He doesn't need this kind of battling going on in front of him because it's just going to compromise what he's trying to do.
At least,
And he's got when I mentioned when Charles pitted and how he came out in fresh piece of tarmac and never really had to deal with any traffic. You look at what Cody Lawrence has got in front of him. He's got lap cars. He's got the Moriarty and Fox battling away. Everything you don't want. And then all Sean Moriarty and Kieran Fox going to pit again. You know, that's the question. Don't think Sean Moriarty is. So, you know, it's cars he's going to have to physically pass. And that's just going to help Charles Bertrand when he finally pits. You know, is he going to come out ahead? Probably, because no matter what Cody does, he's going to lose time potentially.
Right now, if Charles were to pit, which he's not now, he's committed now. He has to be. If he were to pit, the undercut was going to happen. Because
I can't. The thing is, he's going to have to pit. He's not going to get another 9 laps out of this set of tires. He's on 8 laps already.
Yeah,
I think he's just. He's. You know, it's again. Everyone's got their lap that they want to pit on. That they think's optimal, and maybe he should have read the race more. Maybe just pitted now and covered it off, but. He wants to take another lap. Maybe he saw the relatives and he saw that Cody Lawrence is in traffic. You know, he knows it's not Cody Lawrence has got a straight shot to put in some fast laps. You know, he's right behind 2 cars that have been battling back and forth for most of the race, and they're battling for that final podium spot and potentially a P2 if Cody Lawrence does get caught up in a mess. So certainly the race is Charles's. It's Charles's to lose, I would say, because Cody Lawrence is sort of praying that those 2 in front of him pit, or don't cause him any time loss. But how can you not lose time in this scenario? Because they don't have to get out of the way. I mean, they can argue that Cody Lawrence isn't really their fight, but he's going to lose time, even if they are kind and sort of let him through.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's still compromising him.
This is technically their fight. They got to fight Cody if they want to, keep him behind.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're not fighting Cody Lawrence really. You know, Kieran Fox's battle is with Sean Moriarty. Sean Moriarty's battle is with Kieran Fox. But you know, it's the whole Max Verstappen thing in F1. You know, what cars all just let him pass because there's no point fighting him. He's going to get past eventually. Just hustling through, but that's helped Cody loads. You know, they both pitted. He had the DRS. Charles Bertrand's picked up a 3-second penalty for DRS for some reason. Why has he done that? Again, there's mistakes that aren't needed and pointless, and this is why Cody Lawrence is so difficult to beat, because he just doesn't generally make these kind of errors. So we'll see now, Adam. You know, that means that Charles Bertrand needs a 3-second gap at the end of this race on Cody Lawrence to win. And with the way this race has gone, it's not worked out like that. Last lap, Cody Lawrence I think was a bit compromised, but he's still up 4 tenths. So again, Charles, if he's going to the end, good luck to him, because those tyres will be screaming.
Well,
if he pits now, he's going to be struggling to come out ahead of Cody Lawrence.
Yeah, as of right now, Charles cannot pit. Charles has to be committed now to this strategy, or he is going to lose the lead, and he's not going to have the time. I mean, he has to pit right now.
I think the thing is, he has got the pace to get around Cody Lawrence. So I don't think he's got enough pace in him in comparison to Cody to get a 3-second gap that he'll then need if he does pit. But he's heading to the pits now, I believe. Yeah, he's heading to the pit lane. So this is key, Adam.
Yep.
Is Cody Lawrence going to come out ahead?
Oh, he will. Cody Lawrence is going to come out ahead because about a 22-second time in the pits.
It'll be close on the exit, I would imagine.
Well, there's Cody Lawrence. It's not even a race.
Cody went very wide out of the turn. Yeah, that's giving him 5-second lead. Yeah, that's going to be tough to overcome without a mistake. And as I said, Cody Lawrence is not one known for mistakes.
Yeah, it's gonna
Although
take.
it's,
Oh, Fox trying to
yeah, they've
get.
just gone. I think they just went past the lap car, but Fox and Moriarty both on soft, so this final stint, these two will be battling to the end.
Oh,
And I think Sean Moriarty got compromised on the exit there by a lap car. Fox
was
is
it a
around the
lap car?
outside.
Yep, he's
Yeah,
got
there's
the
a lap car,
DRS.
but I thought, as I say, but Sean Moriarty could have dived down that inside because he had the inside, but he didn't. So Kieran Fox taking advantage of a bit of traffic there to get ahead of Sean Moriarty and takes that final podium spot at the moment. But this battle's far from over, I would say, Adam.
You would be correct on that one with Fox 6/10 ahead of Moriarty. I'd want to keep an update on the lead battle here. 4.8 seconds between Bertram and Lawrence. Yeah, time's running out for Bertram. He's got to get on the gas, and he's got to get on it now to not only pass Cody Lawrence, but gain that 3-second advantage for his penalties. So that penalty hampered him super bad.
Yeah, this is probably lack of game knowledge, but can you actually serve them in the pits? I mean, can you take the 3 seconds when he pitted?
I think it's only speeding you can take in the pits.
Right, okay.
Yeah, or drive-through. You can take drive-throughs and
yeah.
I think the speeding and cut in the cut you can take,
Right.
but DRS you cannot.
Okay, well let's assume he has to play with that 3 seconds then. But look at this, Joe Moriarty looking around the outside. But Kieran Fox beautifully covers that inside. However, we're going up to the second DRS zone, or the first DRS zone on the track. Well, Sean Moriarty have a fancy of a dive down the inside. It's a very brave move down here. It's not generally an area where the DRS helps a lot. In terms of getting a pass done, you really need to be on the back of someone, just because of the way the braking zone works. So Kieran Fox now, he's under a lot of pressure, but he's handling it well. And he just needs to try and keep focusing on what's ahead and not worry too much about what Sean Moriarty is doing behind him. With that DRS, it's going to be very hard to hold him off for the next 6 laps or so.
You got to look at how Kieran Fox is driving. He's slow into the entry and really quick on exit because he gains a lot of time on the exit of these corners. Where Moriarty, he's a little bit more quicker on entry, so he's not getting the best exit. You saw there the little bit of the wobble he got. I think that's turn 14, 15.
Yeah, I mean, the key's gonna be getting a good exit out of that final turn before this straight and the DRS straight, because it really punishes you off. Oh, the bad exit and a great exit can just be the difference between making it to turn 1 with the DRS car behind still behind you. And you can see there, Sean Moriarty didn't get close enough to give Kieran Fox any trouble into turn 1. Kieran Fox has to see that 5 more times and he's got that P3 settled.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Charles Bertrand is making ground on Cody Lawrence, but still 3 seconds back, potentially 6 seconds with that penalty.
Well,
Time is running out.
Damien Hall back into the top 5, legs in P6.
Yeah, Danny Hernandez P7. Got Ryan Early's just pitted. He was in P8 before that.
Legs.
3 seconds DRS, legs.
Oh man. Yeah.
Getting very DRS happy. A few drivers here tonight.
Yep. Again, our system detects whether or not you are 1 second behind a car or not, and that includes lap cars. So, if you are not within 1 second of a car, it's a big no-no. It's a 3-second time penalty, and you don't want that. So,
should be noted that Fox had a very bad exit out of the castle, but it's such a difficult place to overtake that Sean Moriarty couldn't take advantage. But look how close he is now.
Yep, he's
DRS is going to be primed, and I think he might have a sniff into turn 1 if you can keep close enough.
Yep, Fox will probably defend to the inside.
Well, that's all he can do, and then try and muscle Sean Moriarty out towards the barrier.
Oh, and Fox
Yeah,
too
oh,
late.
yeah, Sean has got that move done in before we reach the turn
Ooh.
one, but
We have a huge crash somewhere. William Neron has DNF'd. There was Ryan Earl involved. Danny Hernandez was involved. Like I don't know if you were paying attention to the timing screen there, but it lit
I
up.
saw, yeah. Well, a lot going on. So yeah, I mean that's put Matt Chevrolet into the points.
Yeah.
Boom 32 is in the pits. I don't know if he was involved in that.
I think he was, because he is spending a lot of time, so must be some damage or something that he's repairing.
Danny Hernandez seems to have continued on, so I don't know what kind of damage he got from all that, but he continues in 7th. He's got a 9-second gap to Elegance, but he's 7 seconds behind Legs as well. Legs and Damien Hall is a close battle, but we've been starting on this battle for a long time. Kieran Fox, Sean Moriarty.
Yep, these two have not been separated by more than a second for quite a while now.
No, they've certainly been attached to each other the whole race. And having a wonderful afternoon and it's through the streets of Baku. Battling back and forth. That's what you want to see, Adam. This is for the final podium spot as well. You know, it's for some serious points. Kieran Fox, though, he's only got 3 laps. Try and get back round Sean Moriarty.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about it because Sean Moriarty has a 3-second time penalty.
That is true, Adam.
So
I forgot about that.
So right now, Fox is just happy to be in DRS range. He doesn't.
Yeah, but you want to cross the line ahead of him. You don't want to do it on penalties.
True, but
it's the bragging rights thing.
But Fox doesn't even have to. You know, if Moriarty starts to pull away just a little bit, as long as Fox somewhat keeps the pace.
Well, true, yeah. I mean, that'll just psychologically play on you because you know you don't have to make a pass. So you don't have to make it, you know, maybe a desperate lunge or a low risk move and then have an incident and end up further back. So yeah, he just needs to keep close. We want to see you battling, Adam. Why are you trying to dissuade it? Let's pretend there is no 3-second penalty. Let's say Kieran Fox needs to make the pass. Speaking of it, needs to make the pass. Charles Bertrand needs to make the pass. He's got 3 laps to then try and get a 3-second gap himself. This is the thing today, Adam. There's a few people who are going to be kicking themselves for getting itchy DRS trigger fingers because it's going to cost them a win potentially and
in a podium.
Yeah, so the podium is just going to get jumbled up because of DRS penalties. Charles Bertrand right at the back of Cody. How will Cody defend this? Very hard by the looks of it. He's gone right to the inside.
Yep.
Look at that. He's defending it, but Charles Bertrand looking around the outside. He's got the move done. Oh, steaming. He just, with the brakes smoking, he manages to keep out the wall and get that win. And now he needs to absolutely truck it now. He's got 2 laps.
I'm surprised the brake runners just didn't explode there with how quick he threw it in there.
Charles at the point where he doesn't need to hit the brakes. He just needs to absolutely gas it non-stop, trying to get this 3-second gap. And I'll tell you what, he's giving it a good go. He's pulled a second out already. It's so much more exciting than a pass for the lead, Adam. Can he get 3 seconds in the final 2 laps?
Oh no!
I'll tell you what, if he manages it, I'm going to tip my hat to him. I'm not even wearing a hat. I'm still going to tip it to him.
Well, it's on. It's on for sure.
It certainly is. And Kieran Fox, will he take the easy way and just sit behind Shomaro? Will he fancy that pass?
At this point, he's looking at this fight in front of him going, hey, I got to at least stay in DRS range. Cannot allow this guy to run away from me. Yeah,
Cody Lawrence did well to stay in that DRS range. Keeps him honest.
And final lap, one more time around for Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Is he going to continue?
I
That's the
think
question. Is it going to give Sean Moriarty a P2 and a Kieran Fox P3 or PT? Oh my word!
Oh no! Oh no! Charles Bertram, who just
Is
threw it in there too hard, and that's gonna promote everybody here. It seems like, as Charles Bertram now out of the podium.
Sorry, there's some. I think Legs
What?
and Damien Hall have tangled because
Oh,
the timing screen's going. Oh my word! Yeah. Something's happened there. Oh my word! That car is smoking. That is that us.
what is happening here?
I don't know what's happened. Damien Hall's curse happened. It had to happen. It happened quite late, but look at that. It's on the front straight.
No, this is. Oh, his suspension is broken.
I've never seen damage to that level, given some of the crashes we see in this series. That car is utterly destroyed. I'd love to know what happened there. I just saw the timing screen just light up with accidents. And Damien Hall, at the end, his curse has happened. Cody Lawrence, though, he is going to take a very hard-fought victory, probably the hardest-fought victory of the season for him. But Cody Lawrence makes it 5 or 6 from... Is it 5 from 5 or 6 from 6? I can't remember what round this is.
5 for 5. Cody Lawrence, after all of that,
My brain is fried after that, Adam. My brain is fried. Sean Moriarty is going to cross the line second. I think Kieran Fox is going to get second by the end of it, but they're all on the podium, and we didn't expect that. But Charles Bertrand having an accident in turn 1.
He had 6 seconds. Wow.
It's still going to keep him in third.
It will.
Charles Bertrand, wow, from potential win to not even on the podium, but he comes home P4. And he certainly gave Cody Lawrence a run for his money, so we'll see if he keeps racing in this series this season, because he had a good chance to win tonight. Legs is going to come across the line in P5. He's got 6 seconds of penalties himself. Got Danny Hernandez, who should be next across the line. And here he comes. And yeah.
In good old ARC fashion.
Oh yeah, you know. They got to cross the line with some style and finesse.
Oh,
so Ryan
man.
Earl, P7, I think, is that his debut race?
No, he's been here before.
Alright, well, P7, either way, very good.
Yep.
Elegance is P8. Matt Chevry, we didn't really talk much about Matt Chevry tonight. He's usually up the front, but...
Yeah, P9, though.
P9.
Solid points.
Well, I think, again, he didn't get into any real incidents, I don't believe.
Nope,
he just paid off.
Yep. And Damien Hall, who was
smoking a minute ago, and he's managed to get out
finished the lap
and get it P10. That's our final point scorer. So,
well, it's business as usual, James. After all of that, Cody Lawrence wins again. There's no stopping him, isn't there?
There is no stopping it. But again, sorry, it's a consistency. You have to tip the hat to him. He doesn't make mistakes. He was under a lot of pressure. Charles Bertrand certainly had the pace to beat him tonight. But Charles Bertrand made several mistakes. Cody Lawrence made 0 mistakes, and Cody Lawrence is now in victory lane. And that's the standard. He sets such a high standard for this league, and you know people. You know, on a single lap can certainly match him, but over a race, everyone just falls by the wayside. You know, he drives fantastic. You know, he's very fast. He's very consistent, and no one can keep that level up for an entire race distance against him. And yeah, he wins again. But it was a great race either way. You know, Charles Bertrand really gave it his all, and unfortunately, you know, made that mistake on that final lap. But again, Sean Moriarty, Kieran Fox, great finishes for them. What a battle they had the entire race.
Yeah, that was... I told you we were going to be in for something special here. I told you.
That's why I came back at it. I came back because I knew tonight was going to be a good race.
And now you're going to disappear for like a month, so it's
depends if I got out drinking beforehand. You know, these things happen.
Well,
these things happen, Adam.
Well, that that will wrap this one up. That was nuts. Cody Lawrence wins tonight. Kieran Fox will be second after the penalties are applied. Sean Moriarty, third place in his debut. So a podium. But Kieran Fox, again, just ran a race, consistent.
Yeah.
So he'll probably have the best consistency. There is
Yeah.
a consistency score after the results are posted. So, well,
I mean, the thing is, again, like take Cody Lawrence out of the championship, and it'd be so tight at the top. It's just, but that's the problem, isn't it? It's, no one can match Cody.
yeah.
But
Well,
battling through the field has been, up and down all season.
well, next week we head to Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, for
Well, that should be
Montreal.
fun.
So that should be another great.
Well, it's going to test. Sorry, it's going to test the drivers. That one.
Yep, that
Another
one.
track with. I'm going to stop talking over you.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it's this one of those another track where it's got a lot of punishment if you get a tire offline. So, yeah, it should be another good race, hopefully.
Well, that will wrap it up for here tonight. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. You can catch us next Wednesday for Montreal at 9 o'clock Eastern for qualifying and race immediately after. So, and then, of course, we have other leagues happening here, not broadcasted, but definitely happening here. We have iRacing TCR and tomorrow night, and then on Tuesday nights we have NASCAR trucks, and then ACC will be returning on Monday nights, hopefully soon. So, well, James, thank you for joining me tonight, and thank you for everybody watching. And we will say good night, and we'll see you next week for Canada.